Hello, 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 hello. Okay, great. So I'm here to tell you good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are, and good evening. Today we did a show, and we did the show on you are a wealthy woman. So many of us have limiting beliefs about wealth, especially as women. Men have limiting beliefs as well, but especially as women, we have this thing called imposter syndrome, where you're sitting there and you're operating in your greatness, and then all of a sudden you think to yourself, well, I'm not worthy of where I am. I'm not worthy of the giftings and the amazing experience that I'm having. I need to be somewhere else, in some lesser position. So we're not doing that anymore. Today, I'm here to share with you. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Today, I'm here to share with you. But there are 10 questions that we can ask ourselves that will help us to become more empowered and to become wealthy women. So one of those questions, of course, is the one that affected me most greatly. Am I worthy? Are you worthy? Do you feel worthy of earning lots and lots of wealth? So you've been gifted with talents and visions and all of this wonderfulness, okay? And the question is, do you feel worthy? If you are not operating in your fullness, in the fullness of your financial capacity, it's because you don't feel worthy. Or one of the other 9 questions that I ask you. And the key is that you get the book, 10 Secrets to Overcoming Fear and Living Courageously, because what I'm asking you to do is secret number 6, which is to read through. Well, you're not reading, you're just listening to the show, and you're writing down, which is secret number 6, write the vision, make it plain, the question that you think is most relevant to you. So it's maybe 2 or 3 questions that are most relevant to you. If out of the 10 questions, all of them are relevant to you, then, whoo, you're really in trouble. But I don't think that's going to be the case, because I know that you're a successful person. I know that you're crushing it. So chances are you're already doing 90% well, and it's only a 10% that you need to grasp to do a little bit better. But if we can remove that negative chatter, then we can be free to fully self-actualize and be the best version of ourselves. So I've shared with you that in my past, the one that was most challenging for me is you are worthy. Now, why is that? Because in my past life, when I earned more and more money, some of the people around me began to treat me poorly. Oh, Arlene, that's just in your head. No, they began to treat me poorly. As a matter of fact, I can attribute that as possibly one of the reasons why I had to get divorced from the person that I was with before. Because he really didn't like the fact that I was earning more money. Now, should I say that? Probably not. But is it true? It probably is. I'm just being honest with you. So what you're going to do is you're going to listen to the show. You're going to write down the questions that you think are most relevant to you and ask yourself these 3 things. 1, where did it come from? Okay, so I just shared with you my truth, where that thought process began. Because if we can figure out where it began, then it's so much more easy to identify it and get rid of it. Once we identify it, then we're going to do 3 things. Last week we did a show, and it was with Darla Williams, right? And her website is bit.ly/Darla Williams. And she had these 90-day affirmation cards, because the idea is we're going to say the opposite of the one that's most relevant to us. So for me, I said it was, I'm not necessarily worthy of all of that money. Or maybe for you, it might be the question of, do you think that people who earn a lot of money did something nefarious to get it? Well, if you're an upstanding person, you're a person who's a believer, you're not going to want to do things that are negative to get money, or be associated with people who've done negative things in order to get these funds. So whatever the question is that bothers you, you're going to flip it. So I am worthy. I am worthy. And the secret is, and the reason why I mentioned Darla and the affirmation cards, and I'm going quickly, I know, but the secret is that when you do the affirmation on the flip side, people say it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because you don't believe it. We don't believe it. Okay, but this is the secret. Do these 3 things. 1, you're going to look yourself in the mirror stating the affirmative. Okay, and number 2, you're going to feel the emotion of acceptance. Okay, so if this were the case and I am a wealthy woman, what emotion would I have to have? What emotion would I have to experience in order to manifest this in my life, instead of operating in that default, which is constricting me and not causing me to live in my very best self? So we're going to feel the emotion. We're going to state it. We're going to do the affirmation. We're going to state it. And also, number 3, repetition. We said that you have to do something for 21 days in order for it to become a habit, 64 days in order for it to be solidified, 90 days if you truly want it to become a way of life. So those are the 3 things that you're going to do. So I need you to watch the show to the end, get all the 10 questions, identify where your limiting beliefs are, and win at the game of life. I love you. I want to see you win. I know that you are capable. I know that you're amazing. You have to be. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be watching this, because this would not be something that is of interest to you. So I want you to get the book if you've not already gotten it. okay, at askarleneshow.com. And also just watch, okay, and pick out the one that is relevant to you and change your life. Remember that our thoughts control our feelings control our actions, and our actions control the results that we get in the world, guys. So if we truly want to live our best selves, and we truly want to live our best selves, not just for us, but for the kids who are coming behind us, for the people who are watching us, for our family members, for our friends, so that they can unlock their true giftings and truly begin to earn what they truly are worth, then we've got to begin with ourselves. You know, there's an Asian proverb that says, sweep your doorstep first before we can sweep the other people. So I understand that we are giving people, we are caring people, and we want to self-actualize in a financial way. Find out those limiting beliefs. Find out that script that's playing in the back of your mind that you're defaulting to every time you have an opportunity to crush it, okay? And you may be earning 1 to 3 million now, but if you truly have a capacity to be at 3 to 5 million, and you can listen to the video, identify the limiting belief, and change it, why not do it? It's easy to do. It's easy not to do. Another one of the questions that is in there, do you believe that wealthy people are different from us? Do you believe that they're somehow supernaturally brilliant or somehow supernaturally different? They're people. They just have a different thought process than you if you're not manifesting where you feel you should truly be manifesting, you know? And so there are these limiting beliefs, and they're so easy if we can identify them to move forward from them. The big part, the big challenge is secret number 1, which is the identification, the clarity. So these 10 questions apply to most people. It's not an exhaustive list, so there may be something else, but if you go through the list and you find yours and you can begin on the treadmill and begin to run and crush it, then let's begin, because our actions truly are a result of our thoughts. And so if you have a business and you've been working in that business and you're, brilliant, you did everything great when you were working for Joe and Sarah and Sally, but now you have your own project and you're finding it challenging to truly self-actualize and make the big bucks, chances are it's you. It's you, preciosa. Okay? We like to blame this one, and it's the job, and it's the career, and it's the society, and it's our thoughts. It's our thoughts. And I could go into a lot of stories, where I have had to shift based on, difficulties or challenges or poor words that other people said to me in terms of my gaining wealth and being successful and causing me to feel negative about it. But if that's you, the secret is to identify it, and then we can begin to shift it. So I love you. I want to see you change. I want to see you truly fulfill your goals in the world, your dreams and your visions. I would like to thank all of you for listening today. And I want comments. I want feedback. I want to know what you think of what I had to say today. If you believe that our wealth is truly impacted by our thoughts or not. And if you're using a methodology to shift your thought process in terms of your wealth acquisition, then let me know what it is, okay? So that we can glean from your wisdom as well. So I want you to do 3 things. I want you to go over to YouTube and type, if you're on YouTube, or if you're not, you could go on LinkedIn, or you could go on Facebook, wherever you are, type in your comment, type in your review of what I had to say. I agree with you, Arlene. Yes, absolutely. I disagree with you, Arlene. This is what worked for me. Share it and subscribe. Join our community, because another secret to gaining wealth and being that true best version of yourself is to have a community of people supporting us. Yeah. We earn within $5,000 of the people that we're interacting with. So chances are, if we want to go to that next level, we've got to spend time with people who are actually talking about it. Another secret is to talk about wealth. How many of us have been told, don't talk about wealth, don't talk about money, and don't talk about politics? It's impolite. Well, how are we supposed to improve and live the best version of ourselves financially if we never talk about money? What are you investing in? Where are you investing your money? What is growing you? What is doing well and what is not doing well? What are you doing well with and what are you not doing well with? How are you causing your business to grow? I promise you that if you are coming to this table and you've been doing all that you think you can do and it hasn't been working, it is because of our mindset. Okay, so take some time and begin to answer these 10 questions, see where we fall in the spectrum. And like I said, chances are all 10 don't apply to you. Maybe it's just 2 or 3 that apply to you. Write down those 2 or 3 questions that deal with wealth creation that have been a challenge for you, and address them. Address them. That's the secret. So I always say it's easy to do, it's easy not to do. So we can sit and we can listen and we cannot do it. So many of us know too, oh, well, yeah, it's a thought process, but it's about writing it down. See, I have my book, I have my journal, I have my pen. Write down the one that truly impacts us the most and begin working on it. Okay. Promise me. Okay. And go back and watch some of the other videos where we talk about affirmations and what are the 3 secrets to affirmations: repetition, also the emotion behind the affirmation, and also what is the third one? What is the third one? I don't hear you. Identification, basically saying it out loud, us hearing it out loud. So I could say the affirmation to you and it has a different impact than you saying the affirmation to yourself. So thank you so much for spending these few minutes with me. Go watch the show and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. See you next week. Bye-bye. Or see you over on Ask Arlene show. Bye-bye.